People who turn the blame on other people. Hello, y'all. I'm Diana Brianne. Well, I got to thinking today because, well, I was at the gym and I just finished my workout and I did my 5-mile run today, which was a beautiful and awesome day. And then I did a little bit of shopping, grocery shopping, and then I stopped at one of the dollar stores. And so I had a wonderful day out. And while I was at the gym, they have kind of TVs on some of the machines, and I was doing the elliptical on level 16 or 16, I think it was, which is a fairly high level, for about an hour. And so to kind of pass some of the time away, I'll flick through the television stations they have on the machines. And I got caught up into a couple different talk shows, which I don't watch. I don't watch TV, but normally I'll listen to something motivational or whatever. But I thought, well, this one I'll listen to and see what they have to say. And during this whole hour-long show, I noticed that one person in particular, all the blame sort of shifted on this one person. And of course, when we're watching it as an audience, we don't really always know all the background. And yet, I just felt like all the blame was being shifted onto one person, and it was making this other person look like Miss Goody Two-Shoes. And, it didn't sit right with me. Now, maybe I don't know some information that everybody else knows, but I just didn't feel comfortable with it. And so anyhow, I got to thinking about when people try to shift the blame onto somebody else, whether somebody else is partially wrong, not wrong at all. Sometimes people do stuff and there is blame. Okay, I got that. And, maybe they should take the blame if they're doing something wrong. And yet often that's not the way it always works. Sometimes people who are really the ones doing all this, the creating of the havoc, shift the blame over on to the more innocent one, or someone who maybe should take some of the blame, but most certainly not all of the blame. And so when I see a situation like that, for me personally, I identify that someone is trying to shift blame. Well, y'all know I don't give advice, suggestions, information, or recommendations. I just share with you my opinion. And my opinion is, if I was in a situation and I found someone shifting blame, I immediately acknowledge, saying, I feel like you're shifting blame. And, especially if it's not deserved. And so identify when blame is being shifted, in my opinion. And, probably, like I said, one day, if I were to go on this particular talk show for any reason, they'd probably boot me off because I probably may not agree with everything that is the way it's being presented, I guess, is the right word, because I don't like to see, in my opinion, blame shifted from one person to another, especially when that other person really should not be taking the blame. And in this situation, the man just sort of sat there and kind of took the blame. Now, I'm not saying he was blameless. I'm not saying that at all. But it kind of just made it all seem like it was all his fault. And none of it was the woman's fault. And me personally, if I had been him, I'd want out of that marriage. I would run as fast and far as I could. And yet, it just really got me to thinking about blame and how people will sometimes shift blame. And it can even be a third party who shifts the blame onto another person. It might not even be the two parties directly involved. It might be a third party that comes in, or a fourth party, and says, hey, it's really this other person's fault. And they don't really get it. They maybe don't see the real circumstances. Maybe they're only seeing a small portion of the circumstances. Maybe, a lot of times the information we're given is not always the full picture. So we have to remember that too. Okay. Well, from my house to yours, may God bless you. I hope you like, share, subscribe to all 5 of my channels. Links are pinned to the top of the comment section below. If you connect with me, I will likely connect with you as well. Hope to talk to you then. May God bless you. Bye-bye.